Button. Cool. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming tonight to chat in and hear more about immune health in this time where we are right now. I thought that this was a really important topic to be sharing, especially as we're all in our homes. So we're coming to you virtually. I'm Lauren Gitlin. If we haven't met before, very nice to meet all of you virtually. And we also have Jennifer Hansen on and Janine Krasinowski as well. We are all leaders with doTERRA. So if you have any questions throughout this presentation, pop them in the chat. I'm going to be trying to monitor that as well. But again, like I mentioned before, if you want to hop in, ask a question, just unmute yourself and we can make it a conversation. Okay. All right. So we're going to start out by focusing on what our goal is for tonight. I want all of you to leave this call really feeling confident in using your oils, knowing what you can turn to help support your immune system in a more natural way, and really focusing on emotional health as well. I think whether we realize it or not, we're all taking in a lot of things, whether that's through social media or the news or just even conversations with other people right now, and it's very, very heavy. And at any point we can feel overwhelmed by it all. So we're going to talk about oils for overall immune support, which also is your mental health. Okay. All right. So let's see. First, before we get started, I'm just going to mention that everything that we're saying, these are not intended to diagnose or treat or prevent or cure any diseases. We are really looking to help and support and supplement health and wellness. Okay, so there's always a place and a time for modern medicine, but when we can explore what nature has given us through essential oils. Our body really is given what it needs to heal when it has the right tools and when we have the right balance in place. And when we learn about all of these things, then we can do better. Know better, do better. So at the base of everything, this is something that doTERRA really stands strong behind, and this is something that I really love about the company overall. So I just want to share just looking at your whole self and your overall wellness lifestyle. So essential oils are going to be a part of that, and really you'll see at the bottom of this pyramid here is eating right. So what we put in our body is either going to feed disease or it's going to help us to remain healthy. And then you have exercise. We all know we need to be moving our body. Tons of virtual classes right now. You can hop on and do some yoga with Meta Yoga. They had free meditation earlier today too, which we'll talk about a little bit later on for that mental health aspect too. Again, managing your stress and rest. All of these are very important. Reducing your toxic load. If you haven't already explored green cleaning in your home, essential oils can be amazing for that. Very simple, very affordable, and you're reducing the toxins around your home. So that's going to actually be the next topic that we do next week. So we'll get into that a little bit more, giving you a little spoiler alert there. And then we have the proactive medical care and informed self-care at the top. But you can see that the base is really what we're putting into our body and looking at the whole person. So at that base, at the foundation, are eating right, and then you're going to also look at what else you're putting in your body, supplementation. So all of the essential oils are actually included in the supplements. The supplements are very packed with amazing things that I want to pull up and read some of these to you. I just put my phone down and lost my spot for a second. Okay, so there are, you'll see here, the first thing is going to be the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this comes with 3 different supplements that are formulated in a way to really help support you on a daily basis. Many times people, even right now, you may be wondering how you're going to get your supplements if you're ordering them from different places, maybe the Amazon, the health food store, you get some from Whole Foods, right? I know we've all been there, kind of picking and choosing, not really knowing what you should be taking, you know, whether it's helping or if it's too much or too little. So these have been put together for Optimum absorption, which is really important when it comes to taking supplements, because so many times we're just taking these things because we think they're helping and we're just excreting them out. So all of these supplements here, the Lifelong Vitality, are FDA approved GRAS status, which means that they're generally regarded as safe for the things that are in them, and they're tested for purity through the GMP with the good manufacturing practices, which is important to know, again, because these are going to be very powerful. You're taking them daily, so you want to make sure that they go through a really great testing process. And they're going to help to keep inflammation down. There's tons of polyphenols in the first one, the alpha CRS. It also has milk thistle, green tea, turmeric, and coenzyme Q10, which is going to focus on supporting your heart health and vitality. So that's super important. Then we're going to go into the Z Omega in the middle. That's the essential oil omega complex, which includes essential fatty acids, and that's going to support your brain health, keeping inflammation down again. It has frankincense in it, which is amazing to take internally, thyme and clove, just to name a few of the oils that are in there. And then the last one is the Microplex VMZ, which has a bunch of vitamins in it. So to tell the truth, I've been taking these vitamins for over a year, and I knew and I know that I love the way I feel. And I wouldn't stop taking them because I have before and I didn't feel that great. But I did not know until I started doing more research, literally within the past 2 weeks, how many vitamins were truly in each of these supplements. So when I was looking at the VMZ, I saw that it contains A, C, D, E, K. I feel like I'm doing the alphabet. Zinc, and then it also has calcium and magnesium. And on top of that, this is the whole food nutrient complex. So it has things in it like dandelion, parsley, kale, and spinach. So all of these together are going to give you that baseline of health. So keeping you healthy all year round, but especially right now for optimal energy and health and keeping everything regulated. Okay, so this next screen is showcasing the OnGuard products. So if you have one of our starter bundles, or you've been using oils for a while and you've stocked up during some of the BOGO deals, you know that OnGuard is a very sought after oil, and it really has never been sold out before until now. So some of these products on the screen you can't necessarily get, so I'm going to talk about how you can make them yourself. So we're going to go into some recipes for capsules and rollers. So what I want to show on the screen right now, if you guys can see me, is that this is something called a veggie capsule. So what it is it's an empty little capsule that you can just open. It's something that you are going to ingest after you put essential oils inside of it. The ones from doTERRA don't leak, they don't dissolve. You can actually even make them ahead of time, and if you clip them closed like this, you hear it click, you can put them in the refrigerator. So you can make them for the week and have them to go. So right now, when you're looking to really support that immune system, taking essential oils internally is going to give you that extra boost. So this can be something that you do daily. And here I have a recipe. So if you do have OnGuard essential oil at home, you can do 1 drop of OnGuard, black pepper, frankincense, and oregano. You have it. Melissa is a powerhouse as well. If not, no worries. And adding those together in this veggie capsule, you just swallow it. You could do 1 in the morning or at night, whatever works with your routine. Oregano is insanely powerful as well. So don't fret if you only have, let's say, frankincense and oregano, that is absolutely fine. This is just a suggestion of an idea of like optimum immune support. You can swap in and out any others that you may have. Maybe you have some turmeric or copaiba. Those are great as well for really managing inflammation internally too. And the endocannabinoid system, which can trigger some things to be out of whack if it's not balanced. And then the next one, this is a very interesting blend, and this is not sold out. This is one of the, I'd say lesser known, but not really. I kind of feel like everyone knows about OnGuard because you can use it for diffusing and cleaning and all of these amazing things, but this is the DDR Prime Blend. These oils that I have listed in here are inside of both the essential oil blend, which it comes in a bottle, or in the soft gels that you can just take these right internally as they are for that added immune support. And then the other fun little recipe on the bottom here is for immune tea. This actually tastes really good. You don't need actual tea. This is just, you know, boil some water. I'd say to like right about boiling. You don't want it to be boiling and then add the oils, because they really shouldn't be heated to that extreme temperature. But so a warm cup of water, you can put some sliced fresh lemon in there if you have it. If not, you have your lemon oil in there, which is going to help with the detoxing. The OnGuard has those amazing essential oils that are going to boost your immune system. And then the wild orange as well is very cleansing, gives it a nice flavor as well. The copaiba is very earthy, so it's a nice balance with the spices from OnGuard and the citrus oils. And then turmeric with just a spoonful of raw local honey, and just stir that together, and it's really soothing at night. It also feels great on your throat. Right here in New Jersey, I don't know if anyone else is feeling allergies right now, but I am, which when you think about your throat feeling off, it can kind of be a scary feeling. But I've been seeing lots of things blooming. So this immune tea can help to also soothe that feeling at night. Another tip, if you have lemon, lavender, and peppermint, those 3 oils, so that's LLP, you can remember it that way. You can use those as well to really support yourself right now if allergies are something that bothers you. Because a lot of times I feel like you get similar symptoms to a cold when allergies start to kick in. So if you're doing everything else and nothing's working, try the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You can diffuse it, can make a roller, and you can also actually get that in a soft gel capsule. It's called Try Ease. So if you are already in doTERRA, check it out in your back office if allergies are your thing. The other thing to mention is that if you have your oils, you have OnGuard, and you're trying to save it, you can make this recipe into a roller so that you can use it topically. I would just maybe take out the black pepper, because the oregano is also what's considered a hot oil. It's very warming to the skin. So I would choose the oregano over the black pepper when you're putting it on topically. So with that ratio, you're gonna do about 10 drops of each in a 10 milliliter roller, and then fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. That's a ratio for an adult. And then if you look at my Instagram under #legit_oils, you'll see a chart where you can figure out, if you have younger kids or a range of ages in your house, you can figure out kind of how many drops you should have for each of them. So the typical roller blend bottle is 10 milliliters. If you're like, what? Because there's a 5 ml, which is like half of this, and then there's a 10. So depending on what you have at home, just to give you a visual, it's like the size of my finger. That's a 10 ml. So this is actually a different blend that I alternate between. So this one has in it, I also add in tea tree and lemon for this immune blend. So it's always good to kind of change up every now and then what oils are in your immune support blend. Typically at certain times of the year, I use just an OnGuard roller topically, and where you're going to put it is the back of the spine and the bottoms of the feet. I like to do it at night and in the morning. If you're leaving the home for whatever reason, if you still have to be going to work, it's really great to use before you leave the house. Another thing that you can do is there's this Correctex ointment. This little guy has some oils in it. It has frankincense.
Well, I'm doing something right now.
It has frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, tea tree, and lavender. So those oils in this ointment, you can actually put, I'm not picking my nose, I'm just showing you where you can put it, right at the base of your nostril. So it's going to help protect that inhalation of any kind of germs that maybe you might be doing right now. If you have to even run to the store. I had to run out this morning to the store, and I put this all over my nose. I even put it like above my lip. just to be cautious. The other thing that you can do if you have to go out and about is breathe in your oils after you get out of the store, so that you're getting that oil directly in. It's going, right up your nose. It's going to affect those mucous membranes and give you that support right after you may have been exposed to something, right? Because we don't know where everybody else has been when we're going out to these places right now. So that's just an extra little tip there. Okay. So here's some quick cleaners. Again, we're going to go into cleaning more in the next class, but these cleaners are just a multi-purpose cleaner, and this is actually a hand soap. So everyone's been buying toilet paper, but you can still buy soap, which is interesting. You're gonna need soap, right, to wash your hands, but if you have some of these ingredients, it's super easy and so cheap to make soap at home. You don't have to use a foaming dispenser, but if you have one, this soap will foam in that dispenser. It has just Castile soap. I like to use the unscented ones because I'm adding in that OnGuard. You can even just use lemon if that's all you have, or wild orange, but the OnGuard is going to be the one that helps with those immune boosting properties. And then the multi-purpose cleaner, you can use that everywhere. So you're going to have the OnGuard lemon and wild orange in there again, and that's just a little bit of vinegar and some water. So if you have any bottles or cleaners at home, and you want to start to swap them out, this is a really great replacement. There is also an OnGuard cleaner concentrate that I love, but that's a little bit hard to get right now. It's kind of going in and out of stock. So you can either watch that in the back office or, make this on your own for now too. Okay. So moving into mental health and stress, I just need to take a quick little sip of water. Again, those allergies. I don't know. I didn't even really leave the house today. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So the adaptive system is the first thing that I have been turning to. I have felt very overwhelmed. Obviously a good tip would be kind of remove yourself from some of this. Don't go to sleep with the news on in your room. Don't be looking at social media right before bed. And when you do those things, like I was just scrolling through social media last night for way too long before bed, and you're reading things you don't really want to be doing. And when we're stressed, we're not in the right mental state, that also does affect our physical body as well. And it does not help our immune system at all. So if you have some tools that you can do, if you want to go into meditation, Jen, correct me, I think it's Monday and Thursday, or is that when the meditations are with Meta? It's all,
yep, every Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. free meditations.
Yeah. So those are going on, and you can just tap in and kind of tune everything else out. I think everyone needs that. I personally need a guided meditation, but if you don't, great for you. I need someone to kind of walk me through that and help me to connect to that place that I need to just calm down. Or moving. There's this other great group going on Facebook right now. I know Jen is also teaching there. It's called Don't Stop Moving, free virtual fitness/dance. If anybody wants to get in on that, just connect with me on Facebook and I can invite you to that group. It's just a great community, getting everybody up and moving during this time too, right? You need to kind of just shift things and get things going. If that's not your thing, if you need to lift or go for a run, just make sure that that is kind of still staying in your schedule right now and focusing on that breathing as well. Any citrus oil that you have, even lemon, lime, grapefruit. The great thing is also those citrus oils are the cheapest oils, and I go through them so quick because they're just so easy to throw in the diffuser or add to a blend. They're so uplifting and really great for mental health, and they just make you smile whenever you smell a citrus oil. So those are really great to have around. And then if you do have some kiddos at home, they're actually pre-diluted rollers from the kids line. There's the Calmer and then Steady. So Calmer is a oil that has some relaxing oils in it, more for like a nighttime kind of wind down oil, maybe to use like after bath time or when reading a story. And then Steady is a grounding blend. So that's like the kids version of Balance. Balance is my absolute favorite stress relief blend that I like to use in an Epsom salt bath, or I just keep a roller of that with me like all the time if I need to bring it down a notch. It's absolutely amazing. It's a lot of tree oils. It's very grounding. So the Steady blend does that for kids. Both of those blends are diluted at a children's ratio, so you can use them and feel totally comfortable that it's diluted at the right amount for them. But they also smell really great, and adults can use them too. So I absolutely use my kids' oils. And there's another blend, it's called Stronger. So that blend actually has rose and frankincense in it. It's from the kids line, but again, it's effective for adults. And I like to use that for my kids right now for immune support, in addition to, swapping up the immune balm that I talked about with the oregano, the tea tree, OnGuard, frankincense, and lemon. So you can have some options depending on what you have at home. And then going into sleep would really be Serenity. So that is a blend that has a bunch of different oils in it that are really supporting that winding down at night, that promoting restful sleep and healthy sleep cycles. So that is available. I don't know if this is still available. It was Balance, Serenity, and Helichrysum all in rollers. But if not, if you have any bottle of oil at home, you can make your own rollers. It's so simple to do. It's so cheap. If you need any help, reach out to any of us, me, Jen, or Janine, and we'd be happy to help you. We do rollerball classes as well, so you can make these rollers for yourself and just see how easy it is. That's why I always kind of recommend, like, you start out with some oils because you can diffuse, you can take them internally, and then you can make your own rollers. And then the last one is the adaptive system. So you see over here what oils are in this system, and that's a toolbox that doTERRA has released actually this past September, really focusing on mental health. So I've been diffusing that in my homeschool classroom, my makeshift playroom that is now a classroom, every day to keep us all as sane as we possibly can be. And then at night is when I really like to use the roller and then take the soft gel prior to sleep. So that's something that just really brings you down another notch when you need it. I wanted to quickly show these bundles in case anybody doesn't have oils yet. These can be starter kits. The one on the left, that's the immune support one. This one does include some OnGuard products. So when I explained to you earlier how to make your own veggie capsule for immune support, that's really imitating what the OnGuard Plus soft gels are that you see in this picture, because those aren't available individually. So this is the only way to get those right now, the hand sanitizer and then the OnGuard actual oil that you can ingest, make a roller, and also diffuse. The PB Assist in there is a probiotic. So again, focusing on gut health, that's so important now too, to eat those foods that are going to support your gut. If you take digestive enzymes, that's another thing that's always available that's really going to help your body to absorb the nutrients that your body needs from your food and kind of get everything else out and moving along nicely. So that's a nice thing to always consider too. And then the Calm and Harmony kit has some of those oils that I mentioned, the Balance and Serenity. Peace is actually a blend from our emotional line that is really great for, again, just balancing things out. I used that one with the kids before the kids' oils were introduced. But I still love to come back to that one too. And then the Serenity Restful Complex, those are soft gels that you can take at night. They're non-habit forming, but they give you that rest that you need right before sleep. I'm kind of going to skip through this one. This is just showing you like how cheap these oils truly are per drop, so you can feel confident in using them in your everyday routines. When you get oils, I know the bottles are pretty, but you want to actually open them and use them, and they will absolutely change your day-to-day life. So here's some quick next steps. Since we have all of this time at home, I know many of us are working, and if you have kids, you're working and you're being a teacher. If you're a teacher and you have other businesses, you're being a teacher and a boss, wife, mom, right? I mean, we're being everything right now to everyone. But something that you can do for yourself is focus on your own self-care, commit to some personal education. So you're all doing that tonight by coming to this class and learning more about immune health. So kudos to all of you for coming here tonight, because you are getting some more education on being the health advocate for your home. And I know, again, may not be the easiest time to do this, but when you can, getting organic whole foods as much as possible to really support your body. Keeping your oils with you around the house where you will use them is so important, so that you're triggered when you're going to make your morning coffee to take that immune boosting capsule, right? You make the veggie cap for yourself at night when you're winding down, have your oils right next to your diffuser, whatever it is that's going to trigger things for you. And then also start to unfollow some of those people who are kind of negative and sharing things right now that you really don't need to hear, and surround yourself with positive people and people who have the same goals as you. So now I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to also tell you that this link on the screen is a new virtual education series that